Hello guys, now I'm going to show you how to create a point group surface using Civil 3D software. So last time I showed you how to import points to the Civil 3D workspace. Now I'm going to show you how to put these point files or points into a surface. So here in the tool space, we can see surfaces, a tab or tool called surfaces. Once we click on this surface, right click on this one, we can see several options: create surface from them, create surface from theme, like that. So we are going to use this create surface. Then it will ask several informations about this surface. So I'm going to name it as contour or existing ground. I'll name it as existing ground. So in the description we can say 8 acres. Then they ask the contour style, so I can edit it. So if I need 1 meter minor intervals and 5 meter major intervals, I can change it. Now here it shows 2 meter minor intervals and 10 meter major intervals. So I'm going to edit this surface style. So I'm going to edit current selection. In the information you can see the name of the contour is 2 meter and 10 meter. So I'm going to make it 1 meter and 5 meter. That means 1 meter minor contours and 5 meter major contours, like that. Then once I change it, so the surface contours at 1 meter and 5 meter. You have to change the description as well. Then we need to go to borders. So it showed me an error message that this is a duplicate name. That means there is a default name as 1 meter and 5 meter. So therefore I can change the name little bit. Contour, here I will change it 1 meter minor and 5 meter major, like that. Background, right. And here again I will change it 1 meter and 5 meter. That's enough. Then I will go to contours, borders, display the exterior borders, yes, true. Display the interior borders of contours, yes, and the contours. When we go to contours, you can see now I'm going to see these contour intervals. Now you see I'm going to change it. Even though I change the name, it does not automatically change these values, right? So therefore I need to change these values here as 1 meter minor interval and 5 meter major interval. Then they ask contour depressions to show the contour depressions. So contour depressions, then I can say yes. If I need to show the contour depressions, I need to click yes. That means true. So then the tick mark interval means that we know that in a depression it shows by ticks, in inward ticks like this. So I will draw and show you. A depression will be like this, shown like this, inward ticks. Depressions like ponds, tanks will be shown like this. So this is the start contour of the depression. Then other contours will not be shown like that. Sometimes shown, it will be look like this. So this ticks means that. So I'm going to clear this one. So I don't mind with this tick interval, so I will keep it. Then we'll see the contour smoothing. Yes, here we know that contours should be smooth, not sharp. Therefore, I will make it true, and then it shows the range of contour smoothing, the intensity of contour smoothing. So I will bring it to the halfway. I will not increase to the maximum or minimum. I will keep it at by halfway and apply to the surface. Then I need to see how we can see these contours, right? So for that I need to go to display. Now you see this is the border of contour in this color, and major contour in ash color, and minor contour in black color. So I'm going to change these. I'm going to put red color, this color 20 for the major contour, and for minor contour I'm going to use yellow color. And the line type for the minor contour, I will select this -2 and click OK. And the major contour I will keep this line type as it is by layer. I think it is a straight line, even though we have not selected, it is a straight line here. So I'm not going to change it. Now it's okay. So I will apply it and click OK. Now again here I need to click OK, and this background will be automatically changed by block. Then I will click OK. Now still you can't see the surface, because now you have created the surface but you haven't added the point group into that particular surface. So now we'll see. Now earlier we didn't have this add mark in front of surface. Now we have add mark. Once we have created the surface, we can see this add mark. Now when I click the add mark, I can see another add mark there. This is the surface we have created, which is known as existing ground. Now again, if I click on this add mark, I can see this few tools: mask, watersheds, and definition. In front of definition also I have add mark. So I'm now going to, my requirement is to add these point files to the surface created. So now you see the definition. Under the definition, boundaries, break lines, contours, like that. Now I need to define this surface by means of a point group, because we have created the point group. So I'm going to click on this, left click on this and right click on that, and add the point group to the surface. So this is the point group I have created 8 acres. Not all points means if you have few control few point files, you can add all together into the surface at once. But here we only have 8 acres, so I'm going to use this one. I can use this one since I have only this file, but I'm going to use this one. So okay, right, so this is the surface. Some error messages and see here, it doesn't have any serious effect on this surface, therefore it doesn't have serious effect, so I'm going to close it. Now this is the surface created. Now you see, you can zoom it and see how the contours look like. See, we'll see whether we can see depressions here. Still not found. Here. Now you see, these are the depressions where you found where you can find some ponds like that. So these are some depressions. These are the lines. Right. Now you see, next thing is, once you have created this surface, you need to define the boundary. Now you see, these contours are nicely created because we have points all over the place, almost all the places. But when we go to the top of this contour surface, now you see this has some kind of unrealistic contour lines. Why I said like that? Now you see, these contours are a little bit parallel, but they are not almost parallel like this. That means there's something wrong in this particular section. When we, if you zoom it and see, now you will find that there are no any point files in this area. Therefore, this area will give you some fake details about the existing ground surface. Therefore, we need to trim this area out of the boundary, right, out of this surface. So what we can do is, we can put a boundary around the surface by removing these unrealistic contour areas, right? So I'm going to draw a boundary. For that, I can, and what I'm going to do is, I'm going to type in this command bar as polyline, P-line. So now the P-line command is there. Now I need to specify the first point. So I will type it again. I'm going to start it from here. Now you see, we don't have points in this area, therefore we can join these points here. So we can, these points are not selected. So what we can do is, if we want to keep this boundary exactly on this point, we need to go to status bar and see this, go to this snap objects tool, right? Snap object tools, we need to click this one and see, we need to activate this node option, right? When you click on it, it will be activated, selected. Now once you take this your mouse cursor near to that point, it will automatically be selected. So now I'm going to join these points like this. Now these areas are okay because we have enough points, so we don't need to trim those contours. Now you see here also near to the edge of this existing boundary, these contour lines are unrealistic because we don't have points near this left edge. So I'm going to pass through these points. Therefore, I'm going to remove the unrealistic boundary of the contour surface. Right, that's my starting point. Now I'm going to join the starting point. Right, it's done. Then I can click enter. When I select them, right, this boundary will be selected like this. Now I need to trim this out. So what I can do is I can define the boundary for this contour surface. So I can go to boundaries and right click on that and left click on add, right? Then I can give the name for the boundary. Let's say that boundary 1. Let's say boundary 1. Type is outer boundary, not inner boundary. This is outer boundary. Then click OK. Then it will ask select the object. if you look at this command bar, this command line shows you select object. So I'm going to select this polyline. Once I select this polyline, now you see the outside area of this polyline is not there anymore, right? It will be automatically removed. If you do this, if you follow that command, it will be automatically removed. Now your surface is perfect, right? No some doubts about, you don't have doubts about the surface, no unrealistic places, right? All the points are approximately evenly distributed. So now we can predict about this surface better than the previous one, right? So now next thing is you need to name the contours, right? Name the contours. So for that you can go to annotate, right? You can go to annotate tab, and here under the annotate tab you can see in the ribbon that add labels. So you go to add labels, and here under the add labels you can see surface, figure, parcel, like that. So we need to go to add surface, contour single, contour multiple, contour multiple interval. I'll select contour single and see what will happen. Now I have selected contour single. So I'm going to click here. Now you see it is 54, right? But the size of the contour label is too big. Anyway, now I'm going to click on this and this here. Like that. I'm going to label it. So I can label every 5 meter contour, or I can label each and every contour like this. It is up to, it depends on your preference. So this is called contour labeling. And now you see this contour label size, you can is too big, so you can adjust it. So this is how you can adjust it. You can select one contour and go to properties. Once you go to properties, you can see here labels. So here under the label you can see surface contours, existing minor labels. Existing minor labels, you can click on that one. No, you can yes, you can select existing minor labels and go to create edit. So here, there you can see existing minor label. You can select, you can edit the selection. Now you can see here the text height. It is under the layout, not in the information. In the layout you can edit the text height. I will make it 1.54 or 2.5, 1.5 and apply and OK and OK. Now we'll see. So now I applied it. Once I did that change, it will automatically apply to the all minor contours. Now you see all the minor contour sizes will be adjusted, and major contour sizes will remain as it is. if you want to edit them also, you can follow the same procedure, but I'm not going to edit them. If you want to change the color of this minor contour, so the procedure is same. You can select one contour, right, and go to create edit here. This is existing major, this is existing minor. So I'm going to again go to edit current selection, and under the layout, color, text color, it is given by layer. I can select the text color like this. Since the minor contours are in yellow color, I'm going to use the yellow color as well. Then I'm going to apply it and click OK. Okay, we'll see whether it is changing. Yes, right, it worked. So now you see we change the color of the minor contours as well. So this is how we can do these changes. Now we can see, we can go to existing surface and click. Then we can select all the contours like this. So that is also kind of facility we have in this Civil 3D. We can select all the surface by clicking at one of these lines, contour lines. And now we'll see how to add labels, contour multiple labels. So again you have to go to annotate, add labels, add surface label, contour multiple. So I'm going to do it here. From here to here, I can draw a line where by line like this. So now you see along that line contour labels will appear. So that is very easy. At once you can add all the labels, but the thing is, if the lines are congested like this, so lines are very close by, your labels will be congested like this. So that is the only weakness of in this contour multiple. In the contour single, you can place the contours, the congestion will not be there. So now you have created this surface, and you can see the 3D view of this surface. In your command line, you can type object viewer. Object viewer. Then you can click on this surface. Then enter. When you enter, this separate window will appear to show you the surface. Now this is a contour surface, and this one, the below line, it is the boundary of the land which we have created, because I selected both, right? That's why you can see both. There are two surfaces, but the bottom line is not a surface, right? So this is the surface, and we can see it in different ways. We'll select conceptual in the ribbon. You can select conceptual view this surface. Now you see, you can clearly see how the ground varies of the surface. See here, it is just like a valley, and there's a small rock, and many things can be seen, and you can decide on the most suitable place to place a building. If you are going to put a road alignment, again you can think of which will be the most suitable way, right? You can't put a road in an area like this along this line, then you need to put a bridge here. If you can put a road here, but there's a valley, so, or you can put a canal here since it is a valley. And if you want to put a road to go to here, from here you can go almost parallel to the contours by this side and come to the top of the mountain like that and go here by thinking of the gradient. So you can have small gradient if you go around like that and go parallel to the contours like that, the top of the mountain, and again go down like this. So you can think of such alignments by looking at this conceptual map or the object viewer. So this is the 3D view of the land. So you can left click the mouse button and drag here and there, then you can rotate this one to the orientation you want, right? So now I'm going to close the object viewer. So not only that, so we can have several options. We can use several options. So one option is we can go to Analyze tab and put a drop of water. Put a drop of water and see how it flows to the bottom from a top of a mountain. Let's say now I'm going to put a water drop here. We'll see. You have to click OK. We'll see whether we'll see the path of this water drop. Now I put the water drop here. Now you see, when I put a water drop, it will flow to this direction as well as this direction up to here, right? And again, we'll select another place. I click the escape button on the keyboard. Now we'll see. We put a water drop here as well. Again, okay. I'm going to put it here. Now you see the water drop flows along this line and join to the previous one. So since this is the valley, all the water will come to this valley, right, from these mountains, right, small mountains. So this has high slope. That's why the contours are very close by, right? So you can predict about the surface by looking at the contour spaces as well. Here you have a gentle slope because contours are space far, right? So now you see they are not close this much. Their space little bit space well compared to these close contours. Those are not close like this. So this is a gentle slope. Not only this type of prediction, but also you can analyze the catchment area of a particular point. We'll go to that command as well. So catchment area. So we'll select this one. So I'm going to find the catchment area of this particular point where my mouse point is, right? So I click there. Right. Now you see for that particular mouse point, the water will flow from this area, right? So the catchment area of this particular point is enclosed by this polygon in pink, purple color. You can see this polygon shows the catchment area of that particular point. So we'll see the catchment area of this point. Right. Now that is the catchment area of also very big area, right? Very big catchment area is therefore that the point I have selected, right? So these are the types of analysis that we can do using this surface. So for today, I'm going to stop this here, and in my next video, I will show you how to put an alignment in this kind of particular surface.
Thank you very much for watching this video. Coming up next is plotting a detailed survey map. Don't forget to subscribe this channel and click the bell button for the latest notifications.